2026 is quietly becoming one of the most important years for investors in modern history, and most people have absolutely no idea how big this moment really is. We are witnessing a combination of events that almost never align at the same time: a technological revolution led by artificial intelligence, a shifting interest rate environment that could unlock the next major bull market, and the birth of new trillion-dollar industries that could dominate the next decade. These shifts are creating a rare window of opportunity for everyday investors, a window that, if used correctly, can completely change your financial future. And the most exciting part is that you don't need to pick risky individual stocks. You don't need complex strategies, and you don't need a huge amount of money. You only need the right ETFs, the right timing, and the discipline to let compounding do its work. In this video, I'm going to walk you through the top 5 ETFs to buy for 2026. ETFs designed to give you high growth, strong stability, and long-term wealth without the stress and uncertainty of stock picking. These ETFs represent the backbone of the American economy, the future of technology, the explosive growth of semiconductors, the stability of dividend powerhouses, and the long-term leadership of innovative companies. And trust me, ETF number 4 is one most investors are still sleeping on, but it could quietly become one of the biggest winners of the next decade. So stay with me until the end, because what you learn today could shape your financial decisions for the rest of your life. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Shane, and I help investors across the United States build real, long-term wealth with smart, simple, data-backed strategies. The kind of strategies that don't rely on hype, guessing, or chasing the next big stock. I believe in clarity. I believe in education. And I believe in giving people the tools they need to create financial freedom. So if that's the kind of content you're looking for, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe, and let's dive deep into the most important investment opportunities heading into 2026. To understand why these ETFs are so powerful for the coming year, we need to zoom out for a moment and look at the bigger picture. For the past few years, the United States economy has been navigating high inflation, high interest rates, and volatile markets. But as we move into 2026, we're entering a completely different environment, one where inflation is stabilizing, interest rates are expected to trend downward, and companies are preparing for a new cycle of expansion. Historically, every major bull market in U.S. history began after inflation cooled, rates dropped, and innovation accelerated. The early 1980s, the early 1990s, the early 2010s, and now, potentially, 2026. We're entering a moment where innovation, productivity, and economic strength could converge at the same time. Artificial intelligence is predicted to become a multi-trillion-dollar industry. Semiconductor demand is surging at unprecedented levels. Robotics, automation, cloud computing, clean energy, cybersecurity, fintech, digital infrastructure. Everything is changing at once, and the ETFs you choose today will determine how much of that growth you get to participate in. This brings us to one of the strongest foundations any investor can have: the Vanguard S&P 500 ETF, known as VOO. If you've ever wondered how millionaires build long-term wealth without taking crazy risks, this is the answer. VOO tracks the 500 biggest companies in the United States. Companies like Apple, Microsoft, Amazon, Alphabet, Meta, Tesla, Nvidia, Visa, JP Morgan, and hundreds of others. By holding VOO, you're essentially owning the American economy itself. And historically, that has been one of the most reliable ways to build wealth. Over the last century, the S&P 500 has returned an average of about 8 to 12% per year, meaning even small, consistent investments can turn into massive amounts over time. When you invest in VOO, you're not betting on one company, one idea, or one CEO. You're betting on America. And America has proven again and again that it grows, adapts, innovates, and leads the world in technology, business, and productivity. As interest rates cool in 2026, as consumer spending increases, and as tech companies continue expanding, VOO could deliver strong and stable growth. It's the ETF that beginners love, millionaires trust, and long-term investors rely on. You can hold it for 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, or even for life. And historically, people who invest consistently into the S&P 500 end up financially free. It's simple, it's reliable, and it works. But while VOO gives you stability, QQQ gives you acceleration. QQQ tracks the NASDAQ 100, basically the 100 most innovative, forward-thinking, high-growth companies in America. This ETF is where the future lives. Think about the companies shaping the world: NVIDIA, Apple, Amazon, Microsoft, Google, Meta, Netflix, AMD. These companies aren't just participating in the economy, they're redefining it. QQQ has historically outperformed the S&P 500 because innovation grows faster than traditional sectors. While VOO gives you broad exposure, QQQ gives you concentrated exposure to the most powerful growth engines of the modern world. And heading into 2026, QQQ is positioned to benefit from the biggest technological surge since the birth of the internet. AI adoption is skyrocketing. Cloud computing is expanding. Cybersecurity is becoming essential. Digital payments, automation, robotics, semiconductors, all of these industries are experiencing explosive demand. QQQ captures all of that. This is the ETF for people who want high growth, high potential, and long-term upside. And while it's slightly more volatile than VOO, it's also historically produced higher returns. When you combine consistency with time, QQQ becomes one of the most powerful wealth-building tools in the market. Now let's go even deeper, into the very core of the AI revolution, with SMH, the VanEck Semiconductor ETF. If VOO is the economy and QQQ is innovation, then SMH is the engine powering the entire future. Semiconductors are the foundation of everything. AI models, smartphones, cloud platforms, electric vehicles, autonomous driving, robotics, gaming, defense technology, medical devices, absolutely everything. And right now, the demand for chips is exploding at a level the world has never seen. SMH holds the most crucial companies in the semiconductor supply chain: NVIDIA, Taiwan Semiconductor, ASML, Broadcom, AMD, Qualcomm, Texas Instruments, Applied Materials, companies that are producing the hardware necessary for the next decade of technological growth. AI requires more processing power than anything humans have ever created. Training. AI models demands enormous amounts of computing energy, and that demand is multiplying. SMH sits directly in the center of this growth. Every major AI company relies on these chip makers. Every cloud company needs these processors. Every industry transforming its operations, from healthcare to finance to manufacturing, needs advanced semiconductors. This ETF is more volatile, yes, but its long-term potential is massive. When AI goes mainstream, chip manufacturers could become some of the most valuable companies in the world, and SMH gives you diversified access to all of them. Let's talk about the ETF that almost everyone underestimates: VUG, the Vanguard Growth ETF. If QQQ is pure tech, VUG is something broader and more balanced. It's a collection of America's fastest-growing companies across multiple sectors. Companies with strong revenue growth, expanding market share, and long-term innovation. VUG includes giants like Apple, Microsoft, Amazon, Meta, NVIDIA, Visa, MasterCard, and dozens of others. It blends stability with growth in a way that very few ETFs do. VUG is less volatile than QQQ, but still delivers incredible long-term performance. This ETF shines when interest rates drop, when growth companies expand, and when innovation becomes the driving force of the economy. All factors that line up perfectly for 2026. Many U.S. investors use VUG as the centerpiece of their retirement portfolios because it provides high upside with lower volatility. It's like the perfect middle ground between safety and growth, a disciplined, data-driven ETF with decades of outperformance behind it. And finally, let's talk about one of the safest wealth-building machines available to American investors, SCHD, the Schwab Dividend ETF. If the first four ETFs represent growth, SCHD represents income, stability, and long-term financial security. SCHD invests in high-quality U.S. companies with consistent earnings, strong cash flow, low debt, stable balance sheets, and a proven history of dividend growth. This ETF not only grows in value over time, it pays you along the way. Those dividends can be reinvested, compounding your returns and accelerating your wealth. SCHD is perfect for long-term investors, retirees, passive income seekers, and anyone who wants financial peace of mind during market volatility. Its long-term track record is incredible, and the companies inside it are some of the strongest, most profitable businesses in America. SCHD is like planting a tree that grows bigger every year while giving you fruit at the same time. Steady, reliable, and incredibly powerful over time. When you put all of this together, you get a perfect combination of stability, growth, innovation, income, and long-term wealth building. VOO gives you the U.S. economy. QQQ gives you high-growth innovation. SMH gives you the core of the AI revolution. VUG gives you a balanced and powerful growth strategy. And SCHD gives you income, stability, and long-lasting financial strength. These 5 ETFs are not hype. They're not guesses. They're not bets. They're proven, time-tested, data-driven investment vehicles that have helped millions of Americans build real wealth. You don't need to predict the next Tesla or the next Nvidia. You don't need to check the market every day. You don't need to stress about earnings reports or Silicon Valley rumors. What you need is consistency. What you need is patience. What you need is long-term discipline. If you invest consistently into these ETFs, if you reinvest your dividends, and if you allow compound interest to work for you instead of trying to outsmart the market, 2026 could be the beginning of an entirely new chapter in your financial life. Thank you so much for watching. If you found this video valuable, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe for more US investing content, and comment below more ETF videos. I read every single comment, and your support helps this channel grow and reach more people. Stay smart, stay consistent, and I'll see you in the next video.